Well, hello, Args. How are you? It feels like it's been a very long time since we had a chat.
It has been some time. How are you doing? You are well rested now and ready to get back to some farm work?
I am indeed, yes, yeah, ready to get stuck into it. And there's a few things to do.
Yeah, you've come back. I mean, it's getting closer to winter, but there's always seems to be something to do to keep us busy.
Yeah, definitely. I've got horrible weeds growing in my fields, and definitely a few, let's call them maintenance tasks to do over the next couple of weeks. But you've got a fair bit on as well, haven't you?
Yeah, I've got the rest of this grass I mowed while you were away to get baled up, make a little bit of hay, and got some grass bales to wrap and things like that to keep me busy. So if you're get to a loose end on what you're doing, use a hand doing that.
Yeah, no, definitely. Let me get these weeds sprayed off, and then yeah, I am at your disposal.
Okay, perfect. All right, well, yeah, might go pick up some bales out of the field and get those started wrapping, and yeah, by the time I've done that, you might be just about done with your spraying.
Yeah, great stuff. All right, mate.
Excellent. Oh, good to have you back, and we'll catch up soon.
Yeah, likewise, mate, and I'll see you in a little bit.
Sounds good. All right.
Cheers.
Well, it's been a few weeks since we've said hello from North Frisian with the Farmsome guy. It's been without for the last little bit, but he is back. And we are back, and we have some things to do. Now, the first thing I'm going to do, as I just said, we're going to go get those grass bales we made last time, get them all picked up out of the field. Now, I know a few of you have come back with guesses on how many we had, so I'll make sure we keep a count. Now, these ones are still fermenting, 96%, so they're getting closer and closer. But I think I'm going to set the wrapper up again, make another chain sausage, whatever you want to call it, down the side here. Interesting to see if they actually stay together, unlike these ones, which came apart. I don't know. Anyhow, that is the plan. So, first things first, we need to head over this way. I'm going to get the gate opened up, or the door opened up on the shed, so we can get the bale wrapper out. We'll put that onto the Vulture, and we've got the fence over there, which we will use for the chaser wagon. I'm going to pick up all those bales, so we just stand right there. There we go. Get that opened up. Whoops. Apparently we've got some super strength turned on too. Managed to pick that up. See if we can do this without moving things. Right, there we go. That's a little bit of a funny thing. Don't know why super strength's turned on. Anyhow, here we go. This was what we used last week for teetering. So teetering the hay. So we can leave that behind there, and we'll go and get this wrapper sorted. Get the chaser trailer, and we will get into it. Actually, just thinking, we don't need the tractor to be left here with the wrapper. It has its own little internal engine and everything like that, so we just need to use it to bring it over and put it in roughly the right position. So we can leave that there now, and actually we'll take this tractor. Saves taking the baler off because we'll be needing that soon. So we'll use this for the pickup, and then this will do the windrowing, and we'll be able to just leave the baler sitting there doing its job on the fence. So that's everything all pretty much sorted. Right, let's go and pull the bale loading trailer out of this shed, I think it is. Or is it behind? There it is. And we'll go over and start getting a count on how many bales we made last time. Well, I'm sticking by my guess of about 50 bales. We will find out very, very soon. Now, there's one over there I know was the largest size, so I just need to make sure we don't pick that up right here at the start. But there we go. That one put in, and we'll just race around, see how many we end up with. So you have to keep a count, I think, is it 16 bales on one full load of this? I think that sounds about right. 14%, 3 is going to be about 20, so 5, 3 is 15, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 16. So keep a count how many loads we take out here. I'm just going to time lapse us getting these over to the point where we will be loading them onto the wrapper. We'll see what we end up with, so we'll catch up with you in just a little bit. Well, there we go. That is our almost all our bales, and there's two of the bigger ones. I said we had a couple of bigger ones that I had to deal with, and there's a couple of them floating around still. So we're just going to leave the tractor parked here with this on it. We'll need to come and get it a little bit later. Let's just go and have a look. So we've got 3 stacks, 14 in each. I said 16, it's 14. So 14, 28, 42, 43, 44, plus the 2 in the field is 46. So very close to 50. Not quite 50, 46 is the grand total. So, next job, we're going to have to grab a telehandler, come and put all these and load them into here, and get going with our little snake. Now, you would have seen FSG was driving past. He's gone. He got himself the sprayer, so he's got the John Deere. I think you might even see him. There he is. Just in his field there. So he's got that one. Must be quite a way through it, actually. And he's got the sunflower field to do, which will probably be 2 passes. It's not very big at all. So once he's done that, he's going to come over and give us a hand with things over here. So let's get that turned on. I need to make sure we're kind of pointing in a direction where we're not going to cause any issues down. Oops, that's probably a little bit too far down the way. I want to just try and get it a little bit closer, point it out towards that tree, and that should be good out there. Now I can't even remember how many bales we've got sitting here next to us that we've already made, but as long as it's pointing in about the right direction. There we go. I think, yeah, line up straight there. That's going to be on the other side of the tree. So we'll leave that there. That needs to stay running. Go and grab the telehandler. Come and start loading some bales in. I'll go and grab the other 2 out of the field as well, but I might just leave those as grass bales. In fact, I might just go and dump them in the calf feed just once we're up to that stage. But let's go and grab the telehandler. Let's start loading. So here we go, first bale. Now I'm going to be a little bit more careful this time. Last time, if you recall, I tried to stack a couple in on top and it a little bit messy at points, but let's just have a look and get that to unhook. Starting to wrap, there we go. Alright, probably pushed a little bit far. Other thing I need to be careful with being close here is we don't really back in or bump into too many of these bales on our edge. Don't want to be damaging any of them, breaking any wrap. So 42 of these to go. Let's see how quickly we can get it done. Hopefully it's not going to take too long, and we can get into it. But FSG, if he gets over here, he can lend a hand and get started on our... what's he got to do? Get started on the tedding, so that will be a task for him. What I can see me doing, backing into those and knocking them over. Alright. Carefully does it. Let's go and carry on getting these loaded up.
FSG to Args.
Go ahead, mate.
I am done, mate, with the spraying.
Nice one.
What do you need? Do you need me to bring a tractor, or are we all covered?
Tractors are good. If you come down and grab the Vulture, which has got the Bale trailer on at the moment, and if you want to windrow a couple of fields of hay up, that'd be great.
Roger that. I will do that for you.
Excellent. Thanks,
Be
mate.
down in a sec.
All right. Perfect. Well, we're making some pretty good progress through this. It's taken a wee while. That's good that FSG is going to be down here soon, so he'll be able to get ahead of us with the windrowing so that we're free to then go and bale once we're done here. And once we're done here, or once he's done windrowing, we'll have a few bales done. He'll be able to start loading them, hopefully. And those ones don't need to be wrapped. They're just going straight into the storage behind us. So pretty easy process for that side of things. We're going to run out of length. I was trying to figure out if we had more or less than last time. We've definitely got more. We have a huge amount more, so that's fine. It's not a bad problem to have. We'll just carry on. If we have to move the wrapper down and get another row of bales started, then that's just what we have to do. We are going to have well, we already do have. We have more grass and feed to do than we know what to do with it. And none of it's worth selling either. So let's see. We'll figure something out. So that'll just about do it. We're getting next to the tree again, and we're at about the same length as the other row. So jump out of here, jump over into this. Now I think we press Y, which is our unload. No, I'll figure this out in a second. Unload bales R. There we go. It's going to push that off and keep on wrapping it till we've got one completed sausage of bales. Perfect. And we'll sneak our way to try and figure out a way to maneuver it in and out of here. Turn that way a little. Pesky tree, I should probably cut it down. Would be the easier thing to do. Right. Bit of Austin Powers manoeuvring, but there we go. That's us out of there. Right, can we get this put down the other end and go and start wrapping a few more. So I'm going to start the next row a little bit further back, just so we've got some space, because we use the end of this area just for loading our TMR, putting our silage in. So let's, oh, gonna lose a bale. Luckily we had that sort of stop there, that could have been a bit dangerous. There we go, right, let's carry on, get this last lot done and dusted. Not sure whether FSG, has he gone, maybe gone into the other field? Or is he in the one next to us? Ah, there he is, I can just see him through the trees. Alright, so he's made a start in that field. Perfect. Right. Carry on here, and we'll go and grab the baler in just a little bit. So we're all done there on the wrapping. That worked out pretty well. We've got these two bales picked up out of the field as well. And like I said, we're just going to plonk these down here. They'll be suitable for the calves. They don't need anything fancy or flash from a food perspective. They'll be more than happy with a little bit of grass, I expect. So we'll put that there. That one there as well. Hopefully it'll disappear. Slowly disappearing. No, the first one did. They definitely took that. But we'll leave that there. That'll disappear over time. But once again, more food than we know what to do with. Now we do need to finish that off and go and put it away, but we'll worry about that in a little bit. We'll finish it off, but we'll put it away later on. Go and park this over here, because FSG, there he is, making a good start on getting all that field windrowed. Looks like he's done the middle and then the headlands, so we need to go and start getting some baling started. Did not realise we had a partly unfinished bale in here to unload, so just get that one ejected out. Bonus 3,000 litres of grass there for the calves. And we will head on over. Now I need to make sure bale size is currently set to 180. We think that is the smallest it is, and that is what we're going to want to do. Now I'll X reset our bale count so we don't have to count them on the loader when it comes time to. Let's go make a start on some hay. A nice straight windrows FSG's got sorted out there for us, which is perfect. In fact, I think we're going to be pretty much joining him right behind as he's going around his last pass. Perfect. That's some pretty good timing right there. Right. Things are unfolded, so let's just straight in, lowering that down, getting some hay made. And I'm intrigued, what size bales we're going to end up with. I'm hoping they're going to be a little bit smaller than the 7,250 litres we had so far. Make it much easier to manage for our TMR. Let's wait and see. Very interested to see what size we're going to end up. 6,000 are they? Go, perfect. 6,000 litre bales. That's going to work out much, much better than what we've had so far. Right, job done. Let's carry on. FSG, I'm guessing, is going to jump into that next field, and we're just going to move on. Get this all done, and then it'll be time to get it all picked up. Put in the shed. last few meters, and I don't think we're quite going to get enough hay to finish off this bale, are we? Doesn't matter anyhow, because of course we can eject it. It's going to be close. Actually, it's going to be better to have one almost full bale than a partially done one. But there we go, that is us done. FSG's got, what, 4 more bales plus what's in the baler, and we've ended up with a grand total of 46. So it was actually worked out really well. There was 28 bales on the first field, which works out well because that is a full load of bales for the, or 2 full loads of bales for the wagon there, which is good. Right, press O there, and that's going to eject that last one out. Dink. Beautiful. Get that folded up and head on back over to the farm. FSG get these last ones done, and we've pretty much finished at about the same time, which is just perfect. Alright. And that's going to be pretty much all she wrote for winter for us, or for the end of this season. We do have a lot of slurry. So last time we could probably get some of that spread in here on the grass, maybe some other crops, but I don't know. We will wait and see. We'll come up with a decision, figure out what we're going to do with all of that. And as this is going away for winter, make sure we give it a decent clean off, but a good wash down before we put it away. There we go. It's looking much better. Tractor, yeah, we might as well give this a wash down too. I don't know what else we're going to be using this for this season. Might end up sitting in the shed for a wee while too. Here comes FSG in like a rocket with the last, what, 7 bales up on there. Perfect. So three full loads. That was what, 42. Figured out with 4 and 7 is 49 grass bales off there. 6,000 litres each. Gonna make things much easier for our team marmix. We're not gonna have to worry about just putting all but a couple hundred litres of the bale in. We'll just be able to dump them in and get that done, and then the extra that we can't use we'll top up with the silage. Just a little bit more silage going in than hay. So it'll work out really, really well. Here we go. These trailers are pretty impressive the way they operate. Very smart pieces of equipment.
That was slick.
Yeah, it worked out well timing wise there in the end. Just about finished at the same time.
Yep. And you've got a serious amount of bales there.
Yeah, might have to invest in some more cows. I said to you before, it might not have been on camera, they're making 3,000 litres per hour of milk.
That is some good pedigree of cow you've got.
I don't know how I'm going to handle selling all the milk. That's going to be the problem.
Well, I think you just get it sold every morning, mate. At that rate, you're going to make money regardless, aren't you?
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's going to head up very, very quickly. That was good. Yep. Thank you very much for the help. It's definitely got things done faster.
Yeah, definitely. Nice to be back as well.
And you got everything done you wanted to do? Got your weeds sorted out?
I did, yeah. There's loads to do, but I can chip away at that through the winter. No pressure.
Yep. Excellent. All right. Well, like you say, nice to be back. Nice to have you back. Nice to have another episode done.
Yeah, for sure, mate. And we'll do it all again next week.
We will. I don't think there's any reason we won't.
No, not yet.
No. All right, buddy. Pleasure as always. Have a good resty week, and we'll catch you again soon.
Yeah, likewise, mate. Have a good one.
All right. See ya. Bye.
Cheers. Bye.
I mean, it's almost too much, isn't it? 48 bales there, still another 32, so 70, 80 bales of hay, 57 bales of straw, plus a few more. 1.5 million litres of silage over there, 340,000 litres of grass that we've got in these bales that is fermenting. It is all going to get a little bit ridiculous here. Yeah, maybe the mod that sells milk in the mornings, simulating a milk truck coming to pick it up, could be a good idea. We'll have a bit more of a thought about that and make sure it's all multiplayer compatible. But there we go. Another episode done and dusted. Great to have FSG back, and nice to catch up and have a chat with him. So from us both, thank you all very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this episode, and we'll catch you in the next one.